Jenny and Taeyang had found peace in a small, quiet town far from the chaos of their own lives. The simplicity of their surroundings was a welcome change. They share moments of calm, but an unspoken sadness lingered in their hearts. Jenny often thought of Jungkook, wondering where he was, if he was been alive. She knew Taeyang had his own share of guilt, though he never noticed voice it. It was a cool evening when everything changed. Jenny was preparing dinner, the soft sounds of music playing in the background. Taeyang had stepped out to grab some supplies from the nearby store. The small house they had chosen was cozy and simple, nestled between trees with the nearest neighbor a good walk away. They had met in a life here, but the past still haunted them both. Suddenly there was a knock at the door, sharp and unexpected. Jenny's heart skipped a beat, an uneasy feeling settling over her. She wasn't expecting anyone. Slowly she approached the door, her mind racing. When she opened it, her breath caught in her throat. There stood Jungkook. His appearance had changed. He looked tired, worn down by life. His eyes, however, were the same intense, piercing ones she remembered. Thought there was something different about them now. They didn't burn with anger or resentment anymore. Instead, they seemed hollow, almost regretful. Jungkook, Jenny whispered stern. Can I come in? He asked quietly, his voice devoid of the cold edge it once had. Jenny hesitated, but then she nodded. Stepping aside to let him in, he walked into the small living room, taking in the humble space that she and Taeyang had made their home. For a moment, neither of them spoke. The air was heavy with unspoken words. I'm not here to cause trouble, Jungkook said finally, his gaze softening as he looked at her. I needed to see you, to see that you are okay. Jenny swallowed hard, her emotions swirling. I'm fine, she managed to say through her voice trembling. Jungkook nodded slowly, glancing around again before sitting down on the worn couch. You have made a nice life here. It's peaceful, Jenny said, trying to keep her voice steady. But why are you here, Jungkook? After everything? He looked at her, and for the first time in a long while, she showed the vulnerability in his eyes. I made a mistake, Jenny. I was blinded by my anger, by my need for revenge. I hurt you. I hurt Taeyang. I lost myself in it all. Jenny's heart ached at his words. She had wanted to hear him say this thing, but now that he had, it didn't bring the relief she thought it would. There was still so much pain between them. As if one cue, the door opened and Taeyang walked in carrying a bag of groceries. He froze the moment he saw Jungkook sitting on the couch, his face paling in shock. Jungkook, Taeyang's voice was filled with disbelief. Jungkook stood up, his eyes locking with Taeyang's. For a long moment, neither of them moved. The tension was thick, and Jenny could feel her heart racing in her chest. I'm not here to fight, Jungkook said softly, raising his hands in a gesture of peace. I have realized that I need to let go of everything, the anger, the revenge, the pain. Taeyang's jaw clenched, but he said nothing, waiting for Jungkook to continue. I have come to say goodbye, Jungkook said, his voice fluttering slightly. I can't keep living like this, and I can't drag you both into my darkness anymore. You deserve to be happy, Jenny, even if it is not with me. Jenny felt tears welling up in her eyes. She had imagined so many endings to their story, but this quiet said goodbye was more painful than anything else. Jungkook took a deep breath, turning to Taeyang. I don't want to fight you anymore. You take care of her, make her happy, because I couldn't. Taeyang, still stunned by the unexpected confrontation, finally spoke. What are you going to do, Jungkook? Jungkook gave a small, sad smile. I don't know, but I need to find myself again. I can't do that here. With that, Jungkook stepped towards the door, pausing only once to look back at Jenny. I'm sorry for everything. And then he was gone, leaving behind an overwhelming silence. Jenny sank into the couch, her body trembling with emotion. Taeyang sat beside her, placing a confronting hand on her shoulder. "He's gone," Taeyang whispered through the words, felt heavy like a bittersweet truth neither of them wanted to fully accept. Jenny nodded, wiping away her tears. "I hope he finds peace." Taeyang pulled her into his arms, holding her close. "We'll be okay, Jenny." As the evening light faded and the quiet of their small town returned, Jenny knew that things would never be the same, but there was a sense of closure, of moving forward. Jungkook's return had been brief, but it had brought the ending she hadn't known she needed, a chance to finally heal. Though the pain remained, there was a glimmer of hope for the future for both her and Taeyang. And wherever Jungkook was, Jenny hoped he too would find his way back to the light. Jenny did still love Jungkook, but the pain and the chaos caused by his action were too much for her to hold on to that love in the same way. She let him go, not because her feeling for him had completely disappeared, but because she knew that they couldn't keep living in the shadow of the past, especially after all the harm that had been done. In that moment, Jenny realized that love sometimes means letting someone go so they can heal and find peace. Jungkook had been consumed by darkness and revenge, and thought she loved him. She understood that their relationship couldn't survive under the weight of those emotions. Letting him go was her way of finding peace for herself and for Jungkook, allowing both of them to heal separately. Her love for him didn't disappear, but it had changed. She wanted him to be free from the darkness that consumed him, even if it meant being apart. Jenny's decision shows the depth of her emotions. Her love wasn't selfish, but rather a form of compassion and understanding. She let Jungkook go because she loved him, knowing that he needed to find his own way, even if it wasn't with her.